Hey, good Wednesday morning to you. I'm looking at John chapter 12, verse 20 this morning. John chapter 12 and verse 20 to start with. It says, "Now there were certain Greeks among those who came up to worship at the feast. Then they came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida of Galilee, and asked him, saying, 'Sir, we wish to see Jesus.' Philip came and told Andrew, and in turn Andrew and Philip told Jesus. But Jesus answered them, saying, 'The hour has come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Most assuredly I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much grain. He who loves his life will lose it. He who hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. If anyone serves me, let him follow me, and where I am, there my servant will also be. If anyone serves me, him the Father will honor. Now my soul is troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this purpose I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name.' Then a voice came from heaven saying, 'I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.'" Well, this day I pray that you are mindful of those who would wish to see Jesus, that you would see them, that you might understand there are those who would love to see Jesus, and that you might take them and introduce them to him. I also pray today that you might realize that what Jesus said, unless a grain of wheat falls in the ground and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it produces much grain. And then he talks about dying to ourselves. So this day, on this Wednesday, pray that you might be willing to die to yourself, that there might be a great harvest of souls, that there be many others who would know Jesus and know the hope of heaven. He says if you're going to follow him, then where he is, you will be also. My friends, this day, I pray that you are following Jesus in this life, and that you would know that in the next life you will be following him also, and that we will be there with him at the marriage supper of the Lamb. We would glorify the Father is the goal. And in verse 28, he says, "Father, glorify your name." Friends, it's not about our fame and glory, but it is indeed about glorifying the Father through the Son, letting people know of Jesus, that they might be able to be with us forever in a place called heaven, and that the Father would be glorified by the life we live. Pray you have a wonderful day. It is indeed Wednesday. Today we have midweek Bible studies. We have one at 1 o'clock in the gathering place for everybody who'd like to come at 1. We have another at 5 o'clock for the men at Hardy's. We're in the book of Genesis. At 6 o'clock, there's a ladies' Bible study at Westview. There's also Celebrate Recovery for those who are doing hurts, habits, and hang-ups. There's also choir practice, and we have events for children and youth at 6 o'clock at Westview. We do all of those things because we mean it when we say at Westview, we're here for you. Pray you have a wonderful day, and God bless.